Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Waffle podcast with Luke and Memphis. Today is our Royal Rumble 2025 review. This is recorded on the Monday, 2 days after the Rumble. We'll be going through the Rumbles, having our say on what we think could happen at WrestleMania and other things like that. What this leads to going into the Chamber as well, especially a certain individual that maybe have come runner-up, but we'll get to that. But we're gonna.
Did you see him?
I don't know. I think I did. I think I clearly saw him.
We all saw him. I almost cried. I did feel tears come into my eyes.
I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything because I was still. We will get to it, but I really wanted him to win. But we'll get to that last. Yeah. We're gonna go match card order. So we're gonna kick things off with the Women's Royal Rumble, and obviously the winner of that was Charlotte Flair. And in my opinion, I think that was quite predictable.
Yeah, one of my notes: Charlotte winning was a bit obvious.
So, it was a little bit obvious.
Especially when they announced her. As soon as they announced her, you knew she was winning.
Yeah, I think I did think they announced her though because they had a certain AJ Lee at number 30, but we're gonna have to dream. Yeah. We're gonna have to dream for another year.
It's never gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. I don't think.
Nikki Bella was cool though.
Nikki Bella was cool. I do think the crowd kind of thought it was AJ Lee at first, and I was like, oh my god, because it was that little pause.
If they'd have swapped Nikki Bella, Alexa Bliss around, I think Nikki Bella would have got a bigger pop.
Maybe.
If Alexa Bliss was 30, I think
Alexa's pop was probably the pop of the night. That was ridiculous.
I was like,
the
Jesus.
Whole time she was walking to the ring as well, it was a constant cheer.
Did you get the sense of the aura I got? She walked down and it just felt like nobody could touch her. It just felt like nobody could touch her with that doll. It was hot. That doll was scary as fuck.
Oh yeah. It's totally different to the doll she had before.
Yeah.
But obviously she's come back as near enough the same character. Obviously we don't know yet. But she is due to be on Raw as well.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I ain't seen that.
And I think it's fairly obvious who she got eliminated by, but I think her first feud is going to be with Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Which I don't think's bad at all.
Nah, I don't hate that.
The amount of times I've done that match on my universe mode, just because it makes complete sense.
Yeah, no.
Is unreal.
They're very similar, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I think they are, because they're both blonde.
Yeah. Banger after banger.
Yeah, but I think Alexa did get eliminated a bit too early, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I did think, to be fair, the whole Rumble as a whole was so good. It might be the best women's Rumble.
Yeah, it was a good women's Rumble. I didn't think it was bad. I've seen a few people online say that it was rubbish, but
that's because they wanted AJ Lee.
Yeah, but I think there might have been other implications as well.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. It's just, I just think personally that was one of the best.
Yeah,
ones.
I do think it was a good Rumble though.
In some years they've struggled.
Yeah,
but I think the lots of NXT really helped.
Yeah,
it
definitely.
Sort of gave a bit more star power.
Yeah, like the Julia and Stephanie coming out, like the stare down between Julia and Io, I thought was really good.
That was cool,
and that's definitely teasing something for the future. But overall, I did like the Women's Rumble. I think when it got to that final three though of Nia, Roxanne, and Charlotte, I think everyone kind of knew that Charlotte was winning.
I had a feeling Nia.
I did as well.
Second, I was like,
I didn't say anything, but I was kind of like, Nia could win.
When Nia eliminated 7 people at once.
Oh, God. I did not like that spot at all.
I didn't like it
Io
either.
just dropped off. And so did Raquel, basically. They both did little gambles off the thing.
I didn't like that. But it was cool to see her eliminate 7 at once. It just could have been done better.
Yeah, it could have been. I think it planned a lot better in their heads than it
see,
did.
Now, looking back, maybe it's not the best women's Rumble.
I think that moment, I don't know. I don't know.
It's up there, to be fair.
I mean, you had Ronda winning it the other year, and that was absolutely awful. That Rumble as a whole was absolutely rubbish.
Yeah.
I wanted AJ to win it, and then Lesnar ended up winning it, so...
Yeah, that was...
absolutely horrendous.
Never should have moulded it. Moulded? What's the word? Combined the titles, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't like them doing that.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad they've got rid of the Universal and brought in the World Heavyweight instead. It's so much better.
And I like that they've changed the belt. Anyway, that's completely
completely off topic. But another thing I had down was obviously no Jade Cargill, no AJ Lee, no Becky Lynch. I think a lot of people were expecting Becky. I thought, and
as soon
I
as
did
that
as well.
30 hit, not even 30. When I was like, okay, this will be Becky and there'll be AJ Lee 30. When it was 29 and whoever 29 was, I can't remember now.
Nia.
Yeah, when Nia came out, I was like, okay, it's Becky 30. And then Nikki Bella, I was like, okay. But
yeah, I knew Nia was 29 because while I was watching it, we was kind of going on like, who's still left to come out that's been announced, and I was like, well, Nia hasn't come out. Like, it's fairly obvious that she wasn't in there. Her. I didn't. I was waiting for her to come in. I was like, it's very obvious she's going to come in towards the end because she always does. But Nia came out, and I was like, 30 is going to be AJ Lee or Becky Lynch, and obviously I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
With Nikki Bella, I should have had Nikki Bella. I
was surprised Nikki Bella and John Cena were under the same roof.
I don't think it's too bad. That's the
first thing that popped into my head was John Cena and Nikki Bella under the same roof.
Yeah.
Imagine if Nick Nemeth came. That would be.
They did mention him on commentary, and I was surprised
when Hendry came out.
But that's for the men's rumble. We'll get to that, and obviously you had the returns and like debuts of Nikki Bella and Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
Straight to the main roster, has to be.
She looked good.
Yeah.
She looked strong.
Yeah.
Obviously she looked strong, but like,
character
strong.
I think a match with Piper Niven is in due time as well, based off what happened at the Rumble.
That I forgot about the Burning Thunder.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Rolling Thunder. What's it called? Come on. No, hang on.
Death Valley Driver. That's what it was. It was Death Valley Driver. Cody did the Burning Hammer. Was it Logan? Or no, it was AJ.
Cody?
Was it
LA Knight.
Cody did it?
Cody?
Cody's done it.
Oh, yeah.
Cody's done it.
Sorry.
I know LA Knight's done it.
I thought you were talking about the Royal Rumble. I was sat there like...
But Cody done it?
Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
Or was it AJ that hit Cody and then Cody kicked out at one? I can't remember.
I think it might have been.
I can't remember. But it happened. It happened.
I know. Now you say it, I do think.
Yeah, but I'm very excited for Jordan Grace. I think she'll be a champion in very due time. I think a dream match of hers is obviously Bianca.
Yeah, that was.
They did kind of tease. She grabbed her by the roots of the hair. the literal roots. The literal roots of the hair. But
could that be a tag match at Mania?
What, Bianca and Naomi versus Jordan and
Jade?
Potentially.
Maybe.
It depends when Jade comes back. I was fully expecting a Rumble return, and she would have gone after the person who attacked her, which obviously is either Bianca or Naomi.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They're obviously holding off a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I had for the Women's Rumble was Roxanne Perez being the Iron Woman.
Yeah, that was good.
Runner-up.
Yeah.
In the Rumble.
From 3.
Yeah, from 3. I think that was a good showing from her as well.
I would have liked more from her and Bayley.
Yeah. They did have the little bits, but I did think they were kind of separated at times.
Yeah. From what's been like shown recently, like the other week on SmackDown when Roxanne smacked her.
Yeah, and
they would have had more of a story to build off of in the Rumble that they could have built on top of. But it's what it is.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously they got the match with Julia as well at is it Vengeance Day?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Whichever one it is. But that's all I've got for the Women's Rumble, unless you've got anything else.
Ivy Nile.
We just mentioned it before. I think she had a pretty good showing.
I think it's obvious what she's up to next after what she did when she eliminated Lyra. I think she did look good. When she came out, it was a bit of a everyone was like, oh, okay. And then she came in and everyone was like, oh shit.
She did get a few boos.
Yeah. But is that because of her or is that American made?
I think that might be American made. I think the theme song just helps it a bit more with the You Suck stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously that helps with them being heels. But I think she had a pretty good showing.
Yeah, no, she did well.
And obviously she got eliminated by Maxine, and to be fair, she got a decent pop.
Maxine did, to be fair.
It was quite good.
Yeah, no, fair play to her. One more thing I'm going to add. If I ever see Natalya step in a WWE ring again, I am not going to be happy. She is useless. She's been around for however long now, and what has she done?
She's 42 years old. She's still got a few years left.
But yeah, she could have 10 years left if she shows up once a bloody year. Like, what is she doing? She'll make an appearance on NXT like once a year and go hi and then do nothing. Like, she's not that good. If she wasn't Bret Hart's niece, is it Bret Hart's niece?
Yeah. It's Neidhart's daughter.
Yeah. Like, what? Like, come on. It's ridiculous. You could just go to AEW, man.
That's one for the comments to debate on.
What, do you think Natalya is any good?
She's a veteran.
Yeah, okay.
She revitalised that women's division to what it is today. She was part of the foundations.
How?
The Divas era with her and Beth Phoenix and all that stuff.
Oh, you can't put Natalya
that was the start.
and Beth...
that was the start.
Put Natalya and Beth Phoenix in the same conversation. I know they went back and forth, but you can't do that.
That was the start of the women's revolution, and is what it is today because of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that all you've got?
That's all I've got for Women's Rumble.
For the Women's
I
Rumble.
thought we'd finish on Natalya because I can't stand her.
Yeah, a lot of NXT as well. Stephanie Vaquer as well.
Yeah, Stephanie Vaquer.
Big
Julia.
pop for her. Lash Legend as well.
She did all right. She had that one awkward bit with... Was it Ivy? Or was it Io she had?
It was one of them. But I thought she got eliminated quite quietly. I thought.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was very under the radar, I thought.
After the start she had, I thought.
Yeah.
Bigger, but, is what it is.
Moving on anyway, we've got the WWE Tag Titles, the 2 out of 3 Falls match. DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. DIY did win 2-1. And obviously we had the return of the Street Profits, which cost Motor City the match.
They cooked.
It was a good match.
They cooked. It was so good.
It was very good.
If they did it at Saturday Night Main Event, would it have changed it?
What, the outcome?
Not the outcome, the crowd. Like
maybe, yeah. I think it was a good match, wrong crowd.
Yeah, I think it didn't help because it was straight after the Women's Rumble. Everyone was a bit tired.
Yeah, it didn't help. And I also do think what doesn't help as well is because that's the first time the tag titles have been defended on a PLE since Mania.
Yeah, I thought you meant Rumble because it's been ages.
No.
Rumble.
It's been ages for that, but it's the first time they've been defended since Mania.
Jesus,
so
is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Didn't put that together.
Does is the tag title something to actually care about at the moment? That's kind of what it is. If it's not getting on PLEs, how are you expecting the fans to cheer for it?
I understand Raw.
Have a feeling for it.
The Raw tag titles or the World tag titles.
The World tag titles, yeah.
They've done nothing.
They've done nothing with them.
And even the War Raiders haven't done anything, have they? Really?
They've defended it. It was the Dom and JD
was that when
match.
JD?
Yeah, when JD got injured. Yeah.
But SmackDown's tag title division is
a lot better.
Yeah, it's like you could easily put a good ladder match at Mania.
Yeah, it has a good structure to it.
Yeah.
I think the Mania match is going to be a 3-way. DIY, Motor City, and Street Profits.
I can see. You know what they did at 31, where they added the Hardys.
Yeah.
Could you see it being I think maybe even because they teased it on SmackDown with Tangaloa coming back.
Oh God.
Let me get it. Tama Tonga going up to the titles and then DIY snatching him away. Have you seen that? And then Tangaloa is hinted apparently.
Yeah,
but they could go to that 4 and then whoever the hosts are of WrestleMania, it could be the New Day again. That would be class. The Hardys come out and that's how you get your Hardys WWE appearance again with the whole TNA thing.
Potentially.
I just think that was such a cool moment. They would look to do that again.
Yeah. Also as well, you mentioned the New Day. I'm surprised none of them were in the Rumble.
Yeah, especially Kofi.
Especially Kofi. They're heat magnets at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't in it.
That would have been... Yeah, Kofi's Did you see his tweet after?
No.
He was like, if you mention the Royal Rumble, you think of Kofi Kingston.
Oh,
He's mentioning all that. It was good, to be fair. I rated it.
But, that's fair.
Yeah.
Have you got anything for the tag titles?
I liked the ending. I did like the ending.
The Street
Profits. I did like it. I did think it flowed well.
Yeah,
it wasn't awkward. And then the big, just big scrap. And I love it. I love a crutch. I don't know why. A crotch to the back is just very satisfying.
Yeah.
But I am a big Street Profits fan, so that might be why.
Yeah,
I do love Montez.
I didn't think it was bad. But,
Sometimes you see people get pissed about the ending of a match like that. Like if it's a singles match. You see
yeah,
someone
yeah,
come back and you get
interference.
But I think that worked well with the way the match was going.
Yeah, definitely. And moving on to my match of the night. I don't know if it's yours.
Yeah, it has to be done.
It has to be.
It was so good.
The WWE title match. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens in a ladder match. Cody wins again.
I was a little bit shocked.
Was you shocked?
I had a little bit of a feeling that Cody was going to lose. Yeah, Cody was going to lose. Kevin was going to win. I really thought Sammy was going to get involved and do something more than he did.
I think this is the one match where Cody, you'd think it would make sense for Cody to lose. I don't think it does entirely, but out of all the title defenses he's had, I think this is the one where it's like, oh, you can see the challenger winning.
Yeah.
I think, but other than that, I was fully confident Cody was winning. I was like 80-20.
See, I was like 60-40.
Yeah,
Cody.
I remember you saying.
I was like, genuinely, Kevin's got a chance. And halfway through, when he was battering him, I genuinely thought though he was going to do the what's it called?
The package pile driver.
Yeah. I thought that was it. I thought he's through the table. They're going through this brand new announce table. They're gonna have to stand for the whole Rumble match. You know, and then that spot. Wow.
That spot. There was numerous of spots.
Yeah, but that spot of all, like, what I liked about it, his head's in between the steps.
Yeah.
His head is in between the steps.
The
of
Alabama
the
slam. Yeah,
his head
that
is
was
in
unreal.
between.
You've got the one where Kevin hit Cody with that move off the middle rope onto that lad. That was absolutely unreal.
Yeah, the fisherman suplex.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
Unreal.
You know it's good when you've got non-wrestling watching people go, how does that not hurt?
Exactly. It was unreal. That match was brilliant. I really did like it.
There was even the powerbomb when the ladder on the bottom rope, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That didn't even look clean. Like, it looked like a back ahead instead of like, yeah.
Unbelievable, but
Do you forget about Kevin Owens getting flipped onto the ladder sideways as well?
Yeah, onto his spine.
Yeah, you forget about that. Cody getting tossed through the ladder straight away through the hinge, getting power slam through that.
Yeah, that match was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I will definitely be rewatching
liked this
it.
What Sammy did as well. I thought he played both sides well.
I think he did, but I think he could have done a bit more.
Yeah.
But he didn't look like he was the focal point, which I think it worked.
Yeah.
Because it's like, focus on the match. Because Sammy could do something, but at the same time he might not.
It progresses it.
Yeah.
It progresses potentially him and Cody doing something.
Yeah.
It progresses him and Kevin doing something. Because I mean, when Kevin comes back, he's not going to be too pleased that Sammy just stood there.
Yeah, definitely. Supposed to be his best friend. He didn't help him win at all.
That's, mental. I haven't got, anyway.
But I was going to say, they have utilised Sammy more, but I think they could have, but I think, looking back, I think they used him the right way. It didn't ruin the match at all. It was kind of like...
And after, seeing what's happened, with the match, seeing what happened in the match, Cody, I did think was the right winner.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if you have Kevin come back from that, it's a bit okay.
Yeah, and the way Kevin sold it was unbelievable.
He just stayed there.
Yeah.
He just stayed there.
It was
ridiculous.
I think Kevin's getting his flowers now, and if he's not world champion within the next year or two, there's a serious conversation to be had.
Well, he's going to go to AEW, surely.
No, he's staying in WWE.
Surely.
He's staying where he is.
If he doesn't get the title, I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to AEW. What I'm saying is that if he doesn't get a world title after what he's done the last couple of years, the most Rumble, isn't it now got the most world title matches at the Rumble?
He probably does. He's had him for the last how many years?
Ridiculous. But fair play to Kevin.
Yeah, it was really good. But anyway, moving on. To the main event.
The big one.
The men's rumble, won by none other than Jey Uso, and a lot of fan backlash.
Heartbroken, I think, is the word.
That's what I messaged you, I think,
and
I messaged a few other people. I was heartbroken.
Yeah, to come that close is the thing.
That close.
I think I'd have gone mental if it was Cena, Punk, Uso, the final three. Punk eliminated Cena, and then Uso eliminates Punk.
Yeah.
I think that was different, but because Cena was like that close, and once it was Logan, Jay, and Cena, I was adamant Cena was winning.
That was the same as me. I was like,
Adamant
Cena's
Cena's
winning,
winning.
but it wouldn't surprise me if Jey Uso wins. In my head, I was like, Jey Uso could win
I
this.
completely forgot that Jay Uso was the Yeetasaurus.
The
I completely
Yeetasaurus.
forgot about I completely forgot about the entrance. I was just there. Cena's winning.
Yeah.
Or, well, I made a bet. I said I'd run the Manchester Marathon naked if Logan won, so I was more worried about that.
There's no way Logan was winning. I think he's teased his Mania match as well with AJ Styles.
That's fair. That's gonna be a good match.
That would be good.
I do think Logan. I think he's if he goes full time.
Like he says he's going to,
He
but
says
he
he's
just
going
hasn't.
to. He hasn't, to be fair. But if he does go like full time, goes for it completely,
Yeah.
he's definitely a world champ. He's winning. We and you go back and forth about this. He's going to win a world title. He's going to win. He gets too many clicks. He gets too many big moments. He literally, look at his world title match with Roman. He tore his meniscus doing like the same thing he's done 4 times, yes, but it was still sick.
It was a good match, but
And think about the Prime money. There was the first time though in a while I hadn't seen the Prime logo on the ring.
I didn't really notice the ring.
Yeah.
I didn't really like.
He had like Riyadh
notice to it.
season.
I
and
saw that, but
I can't remember the other ones, but
I didn't really take notice of it, to be
yeah,
honest.
no. But it's the first time in ages I hadn't noticed the Prime.
Yeah.
So maybe it's changing.
But obviously, as well, he did eliminate Punk, which I thought was.
That was a cool moment.
I don't know.
I think it was cool because it sort of showed obviously Punk eliminated Seth and Roman,
Yeah.
and then Punk's just stood there watching, laughing, and then Logan capitalizes.
Yeah, it's a good way to
I
get
did
heat
think-
on him, but
I did think it was good, and then that little triple threat match we had on the outside.
oh, that was
Oh
unbelievable.
my god!
Unbelievable. That's
Is Roman alive? That stomp.
He's probably still out from it, to be honest.
Seeing stars.
Yeah, he's still seeing the stars.
And then, like I showed you just before, if you haven't seen the right hand,
Right hand.
from CM Punk to Seth Rollins seemed personal. Seth just jumps at Punk, and next thing you know, he's got a right fist in his skull. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks like he meant it.
That was unreal. That's probably a teaser for what we're getting at Mania as well.
If
I
we
think
get that triple threat,
it's going to be a 3-way.
but it just feels like it should be for a title.
It should be for a title.
But how do you get the title to any one of them?
You can't.
Unless you have a world title chamber match.
Yeah, unless Gunther drops it to Punk or Seth or whatever anytime soon, which I don't think, because it's going to be Jay.
You know what we haven't thought about? We didn't speak about? Cody's injuries. Have you seen the Kathy Kelly interview after the Rumble?
I didn't see it, no.
So, she says Cody has sustained multiple injuries and his future is concerned or whatever, something like that. So maybe that's how they get it.
No.
Maybe you see, I don't know, maybe
No.
you have a chamber.
You can't have Cody off this card.
Yeah, but if he's injured,
I don't think
if
I think
it
it's
is actually
storyline.
injury, I know it could
It's
be, but if he is
storyline.
actually injured,
Because nothing's come out, has it?
true.
There's only one thing
But
that's...
they would wait till Raw tonight.
Yeah, they'd probably...
If we start the show with Cody, I could see a title vacation scene. Is that the word? Vacation?
Yeah.
That sounds like the title's going on holiday.
Yeah, it does actually. The title's going to be off Cody.
Yeah.
No, I can't see it.
I don't know. That's all I've been thinking about is what's going on with Cody because with the injury stuff. Should I check if it's still up? Because if it's still up,
you might have to.
Because it was on the WWE Instagram.
Because the only thing I've seen is the report of Drew McIntyre
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
unhappy.
See, this was on WWE's Instagram. Breaking news. American Nightmare Cody Rhodes has sustained multiple injuries during tonight's ladder match. Breaking news 2 days ago. So
That could be storyline.
it could be. Is it a way? But
No, it's not a way to get the belt off.
Yeah.
No way. Cody's gonna lose that clean.
Because why wouldn't they just have Kevin win the title
Yeah.
if they were going to get it off him?
Yeah.
If it is storyline. If it's not storyline, then we could see. Imagine we see him like Balor did come out in a sling or something like that.
Oh God. Don't even, no.
I'm just
We're
spitballing.
moving on.
Spitballing.
We're moving on
Spitballing.
because I don't want that thought to be put into my head.
That's how they get Seth Roman Punk for a title
No.
in the main event.
The thing
Punk
is that
gets his main event.
That match has to main event if it
has to.
happens because it's too big not to.
And I feel it has to be for a title because then it seems a bit pointless.
It has to be for a title. Yeah, otherwise it's pointless.
Heyman's favour.
Heyman's favour, but why is Seth in there?
Heyman's favour is to get the title off Cody. All
That
of a sudden,
could be.
we get footage from backstage at the Royal Rumble, and all we see is Cody Rhodes injured. you pan the camera, and who do you see running away? Well, plodding away. Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman's running away with the belt. He's robbed it.
Yeah. For you, my tribal chief, as he just is, like you hear as he runs down the corridor.
Yeah, but you had the Drew McIntyre rumour as well.
that was-
He's not happy.
Which his elimination did seem a bit unnatural.
Yeah.
It just sort of happened.
It just sort of happened because Logan and LA were in the way
Yeah. I mean,
as well. And from the... obviously, you're not really meant to believe everything you read from the dirt sheets, but I don't see... It's looking like it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest at WrestleMania.
I don't like that.
I don't like it. Don't like it.
I just think Drew could be doing better.
He should be doing better.
I think...
He should be doing way better.
I genuinely think he could have won the Rumble and everyone would be like, shit, okay, this guy means business.
Yeah.
But you know my Drew theories.
Yeah.
I've been going on about Drew winning the Rumble for months until that Punk promo.
The Punk promo sent me,
Yeah.
and it backfired.
Yeah. I still think we could see something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, but...
It just seems that was too good to leave it there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that was just too good to leave it at that.
Yeah, moving on. The Rumble did have a good start. We should have started with that.
Start of match was class.
Start of the match was good with
really
Ray. As soon as Ray came out, I messaged you saying,
Yeah.
it's going to be Dom. Penta
Dom.
comes out.
That was ridiculous.
Maybe teasing Ray versus Penta for Mania. Potentially.
There's so many potential Mania matches.
There's
like,
so many potential
what
ones.
are they going to do? Have a 20-match card, 10 matches each night or something?
Nah.
We're gonna get 7-hour Manias just for 2 nights. Jesus, how many matches there are is ridiculous.
Yeah, but obviously Penta was the Iron Man, 42 minutes.
Was he?
Yeah,
I didn't
he was.
see that.
I think he was I'm pretty sure he was the longest one in there. 42 minutes.
I saw some. I was looking at the comments, and I saw Penta botch something. Now
It was right at the start.
Was it?
He eliminated himself.
Oh, the two.
Yeah.
I did see the two.
It was
That's-
definitely
was that what
both
it was?
feet.
Okay.
I think there's a reason why they never put it on a replay.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I think it does look like only 1 foot touches, but I do think it might have been
yeah,
2.
I do. Yeah,
I'll probably have to watch that
I-
back, but
I did think at the time it was 2.
I did think, and obviously Chad came out after that as well at 3, and
Who
so on
smacked
and
the
so on.
shit out of him then? Because I saw someone, he got a receipt for that. Someone replied to the Instagram. Can you remember?
No.
No, I don't remember seeing
can't
anyone
remember
normally when you see something like that, you'll be like, oh,
I know Otis slapped him.
did it? Oh, okay. Maybe
It
that
might have
was-
been Otis, and that's justified.
God, do we love Otis, eh?
But yeah, we do. But
I think I did like though the Chad Gable and the Luchador.
yeah,
That
that
was
was
a good
really
little-
that was really good.
Good little touch.
And then Otis came out,
Yeah.
and then Akira Tozawa came out.
This may be the greatest moment of the night.
Potentially, I loved this.
The Carmelo Hayes punch was just so good. That's why it was
Yeah.
why it was the greatest moment of the night was that punch. Nothing else happened.
Thank God Melo got eliminated then.
It's not like they planned
yeah,
it, is it?
it's not like they planned it, but thank God Melo got eliminated then. I did think Melo went a bit early because he lasted so long in
Yeah.
there last year,
It adds
and then
up though now.
this year, yeah. But
As soon as they go backstage and you see Speed standing
you see
there,
Speed. I was expecting like someone random, and then you see Speed.
you
I'm
see
like,
Speed and you're
there's
like,
no way.
yeah. Have you seen his angle?
His angle,
stream?
yeah. Doesn't it freeze when he goes out?
I think
Like
it might
his camera,
do. I
it
think
freezes.
It might do.
So,
But
that was unreal, and he came out to World Cup.
banger.
It,
Absolute
to be fair,
banger
it
of
sounded
a song.
really good when he
It's
was running
so
down.
Good. You know what it reminded me of? Was he's walked out and the red started going and the song started. It reminded me of Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Like, obviously the crowd weren't singing it
yeah.
as much as the Puerto Rico crowd.
Yeah.
But it just gave me Bad Bunny vibes as he's walked out and he's like, okay. But
that was unreal.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good use of a celebrity. I know people have been like, oh, there's people on the indies that are, working their asses off to get into these kind of positions, but
I was speaking to Charlie today about it, and we were like, he was saying exactly the same. Are people going to be pissed? Because
people always are, but
I just think
it was too good of a moment not to pass by.
If you're sat there going, not laughing at what happened,
I was laughing my head off
because some indie star is working so hard to try get to this level, and some celebrity could have just taken his spot. Like, come on. WWE has always been about how many clicks you can get.
That is all it's about.
Logan Paul's in WWE for a reason.
He's got Speed's clips have got over about 200 million views.
It's ridiculous.
That just shows it works.
Saw there was one with 150 that's not Speed's clip. It's a TikTok video from the crowd with like 150 million views or something stupid.
Unbelievable.
Like
and even the Bron Breakker spear on him was unbelievable.
Have you seen the GIF?
Yeah, the GIF is hilarious. It's like sped up a bit.
He's on screen, and then next thing he's gone. He's gone.
He just goes. It was fantastic. I do think the way they did it was unreal.
What made me laugh was Bron Breakker was so quick that Speed turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
He was so quick because he looked that way, and next thing you know, he's getting speared as he turns all the way around. He's looked... he probably should have turned left.
Yeah.
But he's turned right to see him bounce off that ropes, and next thing you know, he's got speared sideways. He stood like angled on and just getting speared in the kidneys.
It wasn't the nicest of things to take.
Did you see what Triple H said?
Probably.
I've never seen someone get hit that hard.
Yeah. Honestly, unbelievable. And even Bron Breakker had a very good showing.
Yeah. I would have liked more of a woof off between Speed and
Bron. I was expecting it.
The woof, because you've got this literally Breakker's entrance. Everyone just starts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speed, half of his streams, he gets angry and just starts
barking.
Yeah, woofing, barking. Yeah, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was really good. We had the stare downs with Bron. Moving on to Bron. Obviously, we can get back to Speed because we can just talk about that for the next half an hour. Because how good that was unbelievable.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. Perfect for a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You needed that bit of comedy.
Yeah.
That bit of comedy. That was good.
Yeah, but Bron Breakker had a really good showing.
So quick.
The spear on Roman.
Oh, that was
unbelievable.
When they started, I was like, okay, here's Bron getting eliminated. It'll be Roman spear him. Roman looking like, this boss. And next thing you know, Roman's just rolling about because of a spear.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus.
I don't think anyone's got as good of a spear as Bron Breakker does.
Yeah.
I really do. He's got the best spear, I think.
I saw, what was it I saw? I saw something on TikTok. It was like best spears. And I was going to talk to you about it because it was like, I think Roman, until Bron Breakker's, I thought Roman had a really good spear.
It's just clean.
He flies.
Yeah.
There's one at Mania last year. The camera pans to him, and it just looks like he's floating. The camera's like under the bottom rope, I think, and he just looks like he's floating, and he just hits Cody, and I'm like, brother, how are you flying? How are you flying?
I know. Yeah, Roman's is good, but Bron's it just looks
pure power.
Yeah, he looks devastating. He had the stare downs with Jacob Fatu as well. And Michael Cole said it on commentary that is a future WrestleMania main event. When he speared Roman and had the little thing with him, I said that's a future WrestleMania main event. Bron.
Yeah, Bron is just ridiculous.
He's too good.
How are they going to get the title off him?
I think Jay beat him. I think it's going to be Sheamus that beats Bron.
Do you reckon Sheamus gets his moment at Mania with the IC title?
I think he does. I think you've got to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
All signs are pointing towards it.
He wants it as well.
Yeah,
I thought it would be Cena.
That gets the IC title?
I think Cena will win the IC title at some point this year.
I don't think he will.
I don't know. I like the idea of a Grand Slam champ.
I do like the idea of a Grand Slam champ.
He's got to catch up to some people. The Miz, two-time Grand Slam champion.
Get out of here.
Honestly, what's wrong with the Miz? He had a great Rumble appearance. As I messaged you, his balls are massive. Look, you're seething with anger, but the Miz, you can't deny his greatness. He's wonderful.
I'll tell you what was great.
What?
The person who got eliminated by Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears.
He did appear.
I completely forgot about him, to be fair.
I did during the match. Before it, I was thinking, Joe Hendry. And the match started.
he was like, I was like, who could this be? And I was like, The Rock, Keith Lee, nope,
Joe Hendry. Unbelievable pop. Everyone knew who he was. There's probably people in the crowd that obviously didn't know who he was, but most of the crowd knew who he was, definitely. Singing his song, he's going to be in WWE in the future. It's fairly obvious.
My kitchen were very confused when I stood up and started going, say his name and he believes. say his name and he'll appear, sorry. They were very confused. Like,
I believe in Joe Hendry. Sheamus was loving it. He didn't want it to end.
Sheamus was stood there in the corner clapping, wasn't he?
He was loving it. He was loving it.
No, that was class.
That was fantastic. And then obviously the weirdest thing I thought was Joe Hendry has just wrestled Roman Reigns for 10-20 seconds. That was the weirdest thing. And there's the photo of Roman spearing Hendry, and it's just like, in what world are we living in for that to happen?
If you'd said a year ago that Roman Reigns spears Joe Hendry and Joe Hendry gets a bigger pop than Roman Reigns,
I know, unbelievable.
Like, come on, that is ridiculous. Like, his rise, like, I thought after the NXT appearance it was going to die off, and it has a little bit, but it's still there, that buzz around him. I don't think
it has. I think it's more online fans that are just saying it.
Yeah.
Because they always do it. They follow someone for a bit. Oh, yeah, we love them. And then all of a sudden, they don't do what they want them to do. Like Joe Hendry appearing in WWE. Obviously, he appeared in NXT. But everyone wanted him in the Rumble last year, and he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Speaking of people that really like them and then shit-talk them, should we talk about the winner?
The winner.
Everyone loved him, and now they hate him, it seems.
No one likes Jey Uso now. Well, the internet fans do not like him, most of them. I wouldn't say it's not they don't like him, I just think everyone has the majority of the opinion that he just shouldn't have won.
Yeah, but you can see why he's won.
I can see why he's won.
And you can see why WWE thought we wanted him to win, because he sells the most.
But at the same time, LA Knight was doing the exact same thing.
This is what I was going to bring up.
And he's got nothing for it other than a US title reign.
I was sat there, like, I came back in my room after the Rumble, and I sat down and I was like, why didn't they do that with LA Knight? Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank was right there.
In London.
Yeah.
He was at the peak of his powers. And then they waited 2 months. They didn't have him win. They had him come that close to win it. I've got my fingers up like that close, like you can see me. But he came that close, and even teased it, didn't they? They had him up there. Next thing you know, you just see Priest's arm.
Yeah.
And then waited, 2-3 months before the Roman match, which he still cooked Roman on the mic.
Absolutely. He was sat at the head of the table.
He was sat at the head of the table. And then, to acknowledge him, that was brilliant.
That was really good. That was really good. But I think everyone knew Roman was winning.
Yeah.
Even the four-way at the Rumble last year, everyone knew Roman was winning. Because everyone knew that it was going to be Cody that beat him.
Yeah.
So it was just like, not meaningless, but at the same time it was.
You know, what I was thinking when they were showing Cody winning last year? What happens if CM Punk wins? Where are we in, like, the whole If CM Punk doesn't get injured and wins the Royal Rumble, where are we with Roman as the champ? Is Roman still the champ? Does Roman lose to The Rock? Does Roman keep it till SummerSlam? Does Roman still have the title now? Is he going for Hogan? Is he...
You know what? It's a good point. I think that could be a separate podcast.
Theories. That might be a good idea.
That could be a separate podcast.
It's like,
that's something definitely to talk about.
Could do a fantasy booking.
What
happened? What happened if CM Punk didn't get injured and won the Rumble, but Roman's side of it?
Maybe.
'Cause we'd have to go Roman Rock at Mania, because that was the plan, wasn't it?
It was.
Even after Cody won the Rumble.
Even before he won it, and it was. And he won it.
And then he won it, and they were still going to go, no, not this time, to Cody.
Yeah.
So, I think that's something to think about.
Yeah, moving back on to Jey Uso winning the Rumble. We've got very off topic there, but I was disappointed.
I would have been ecstatic if they did it the other way. I think I mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
If Cena wasn't second.
If Cena wasn't second, I think that plays a massive factor.
Forgot about, because I literally, all I thought, as soon as it was the final three, I thought, that's it. Cena's got it. You know, I was stood up in my kitchen, getting ready to celebrate.
I was same as me. I stood up. I was ready.
Stood up in the kitchen. My mates flatmates who don't watch wrestling, looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing? why are you getting so excited over a man winning? It's like you're stood there with his top on. Grow up.
I know it's.
And it was that close.
It was that close. I think you're right. If Cena wasn't second, I think
The reaction is completely
different. If it was Jay Logan, everyone would have been like, "Please, Jay, please win it, please win it," and everyone would have been like, "Okay, I wish Cena won it, but I'm glad Jay's won it."
Imagine the heat Logan gets if he eliminates Cena.
Unbelievable.
Imagine, and then you could have Cena Logan at Mania, which that would do clicks. That's clicks.
That was a reported match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a reported match, but I hope that does not happen.
Yeah.
I don't mind it happening, but
Logan somehow got to get the world title.
Yeah, to waste Cena's last WrestleMania match on Logan Paul would have been a crime.
I still think it has to be. I still want it to be Randy.
Cena, his Mania match?
Yeah, I just think it's his last Mania.
I think
they don't have that iconic Mania match, do they?
No, I don't. They've never faced one-on-one at Mania. They've never have.
If you think of Cena's iconic Mania matches, you've got The Rock. Can you count The Miz? He is the GOAT.
He main evented against. He main evented against him, but it was one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
That wasn't. Was that the year Sheamus won in 12 seconds?
No, that was the year after. Yeah, it was the year after Once in a Lifetime.
Mm-hmm. And then
it happened twice. But, yeah.
The second match though was good.
What, Rock Cena? The first one was better.
Fair enough. No, fair.
The first one was better because it was more unpredictable who was actually going to win.
Yeah, I guess.
But we're getting very off topic again. Sorry. We're getting very off topic again.
We like a ramble. There's a reason it's called the Wrestling Waffle.
Reason it's called the Wrestling Waffle. Move on to a different topic that should not be spoke about at the moment. But yeah, I think we said it on our predictions. I think Cena being advertised for the Chamber made it not obvious, but it was just like...
It certainly wasn't obvious when it went to that final three.
Yeah, not obvious when it went to the final three because it's in the moment, but it was kind of like, I can see Cena not winning the Rumble here.
Yeah. It's just heartbreaking, isn't it?
It really was. And we're going to get Jey Uso versus Gunther again, by the looks of it. From what he said on the press conference after, he wants to go at Gunther again, but... Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it again?
I don't get... No. You saw my... the only way I'm interested in Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble is if we have Jey Uso Cody. And I know you don't like that.
I don't want it.
I really like it.
I don't want it.
I prefer it over Gunther. One, we had Gunther literally last week at main event. Saturday night main event. What's the point of Saturday night main event is number 2. That could be a whole different bloody podcast because nothing happened there. Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. What was the point in all that? Braun Strowman returns after a week after pretty much getting killed by Jacob.
Pretty much, but he's a monster, so it kind of
is a monster.
It kind of makes sense.
It does make sense, but like, what's the point of it? Is my point. It's like Saturday night main event. If you didn't watch Saturday night, you wouldn't know. It wouldn't. It'd probably make the Royal Rumble being the winner, being Jey Uso, better if you didn't watch Saturday night main event.
Yeah.
It just makes that whole...
he lost to him clean a week prior. How does that make him...
That's why I'm a bit like Cody Jey. There is a story there.
There is a story. But...
I think there's more of a story with Cody Jey than there is Jey Gunther.
Yeah, I think the story is just...
Jey wants history.
Jey wants to beat, and he believes he can beat Gunther, which I do think he will at Mania.
But, yeah,
I think that's what it's leading to.
Of all people you could have beat Gunther.
Yeah.
I don't think Jey Uso's the guy. I do.
He's due a world title, Jey is.
For his entrance and his merch sales, I can see why they do it, and I can understand why they do it, and I can see they just think he deserves it, does it. But it seems like they just watch that and then turn off as soon as the match starts. He's good, but I wouldn't say he's beating Gunther good.
Yeah, definitely. I love Jey Uso as well. I think he's absolutely incredible, but yeah.
We say this, Sami Zayn last year, exactly the same. I didn't think he was good enough to beat Gunther.
I know, but I believed Sami.
Yeah.
I just thought it should have been Chad.
Yeah.
That beat him. Because the story was there. It made complete sense.
He was getting so desperate as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously not real, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but obviously things happened. And then...
You could have had Drew beat Gunther at Mania. Have him win the Rumble. See what I mean?
Could have. Definitely could have.
Yeah. I've got one more thing I need to add this.
I've got one more as well.
Dominic Mysterio didn't work at his spot in the Rumble. He got the heat, but he was in for too long, I think.
Do you think?
I didn't think it would have been better if someone's just come through and eliminated him straight away.
Do you think?
He come in, did this frog splash to Cena, and then just sort of hung about for a bit, didn't do anything special, and then got eliminated, and then just walked back. He got his big boo when he came out. I didn't think it worked.
That's fair.
You know, can you see what I mean? Like,
yeah, because I didn't really think he did much either.
He literally came in, frog splash Cena, and then what was the point? It was so late on as well.
Yeah.
That worked as well, it being late on, to be fair, that he got that big boo.
Yeah, definitely.
So in being like everyone expecting, you've had like all these run of like Drew, Seth, Roman, Punk, Cena, all of them, and then you get Dom. It's like, okay, great, get your boo, but someone has to eliminate him early. Imagine that pop, say if like Cena just comes in and clothesline him straight away.
Yeah, that would have been good. Like how Ludwig got eliminated pretty much straight away.
That pissed me off.
Did it? And in a way, I know what you mean.
It made Ludwig look like an absolute joke.
Yeah, but I guess it's setting up something between him and Penta down the line, whenever that happens.
Everything's
probably
setting up for Penta.
It's setting up for Penta. Everything is setting up for Penta. They see the they see the talent. They see the star that's there.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know. I just didn't think it worked.
Yeah, but there is two more things before we end. One of them is obviously there was no Omos, no.
I was just about to say,
expecting
should we go through our
Omos.
predictions?
Yeah.
Go through our predictions and have a look at like the expected returns.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get one return in all of the surprises in the predictions.
I want to say I didn't either.
I had Jeff, Ober, Trick, The Rock, Brock, and Keith Lee.
Yeah, we had about the same.
Yeah.
I had Matt Cardona as well, and obviously he wasn't in it.
Yeah.
But that's always a wild pick. That is, because he always does something on social media. It's always one of them. But you know, I was quite happy with what we got because it was such a stacked Rumble anyway.
Yeah, no.
I think having a return here or there and having like a surprise like Speed, for example, just put the icing on the cake.
Speed was
because you had that moment where like it was Seth, Punk, Cena, Roman all in the ring at once. There's obviously more, but I can't remember now. There's the amount of star power that was in there.
Seth's hate for Punk is generational.
Oh, it's unreal.
He didn't even look up at Cena or Reigns. He came out, ran to the ring, and he's just not even looked at anyone else in the ring. It literally, someone could have kicked his kid,
and he wouldn't have cared.
He's gone straight for Punk. Someone like Baron Corbin could have just end of dazed Becky Lynch again. And what would he have done? Straight for Punk.
Straight for Punk. He would not straight for him.
He would not have even noticed if anything bad had happened. He was going straight for that man. And I generally think now they could just have an MMA fight and actually just go for it.
They probably could. They probably could.
But that is ridiculous.
Yeah, the one more thing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
The one more thing I was going to get onto was the theme songs as well. I could not tell who Finn Balor was.
If it wasn't for the FXX.
The FXX, I wouldn't have had a clue. You could have played that theme song to me for 10 hours straight. I would not have had a clue who that was.
I was so talking of theme songs. AJ's coming back, by the way.
Oh,
Thank God.
his theme coming back is brilliant.
That
that theme was. I don't think it did grow on me, but it just wasn't as good as his first one.
Mm-hmm. It would have been cool if they brought him out at 3. I know they had the original thing, but like they did in 2016 on his debut. That's one of my favourite Rumbles, by the way.
2016 it's a good Rumble. It is a good Rumble.
And especially being like, what would I be? What would we be? 12? We would have been 12 when that happened. Maybe even 11.
How old? To be fair, I was rooting for Roman Reigns. I loved Roman Reigns at that point.
I did too.
It's because we were kids.
Yeah, and then Triple H won, and I was like,
yeah, that was the same as me. I didn't like Triple H winning.
I used to love Triple H. I was like, okay, Triple H won. Oh well.
Because if Roman got eliminated, I was like, I want Dean Ambrose to win it now, and obviously Triple H won it.
I didn't hate it.
But yeah, the theme songs are a serious issue that needs to be fixed. Half of them don't even like their theme songs anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't think of one good one. from Death Rebel.
I mean, you've got Romans, but that's just you've got to put effort into that.
Yeah, I mean, was that them making the effort, or was that the Mania entrance with the choir?
It's a good point. Even his first theme though as well.
Yeah, true. No, it was alright. His first
But
theme.
some of them, they're just, especially the women's rumble as well. If
they
you
nail the bloodline, I've noticed. The bloodline ones, they're really good.
they are.
Yeah, solos.
Okay, please do not do that into the mic ever again.
Well, Jacobs
is good.
Tamatonga's on when he came out. What was it? What pay-per-view was it? He came. It was a Saudi one, I think.
Well, if it was Saudi, it was.
Was it King and Queen of the Ring? He had when I've heard his theme, it was a banger.
It might have just been Jacobs.
Yeah, maybe.
Though.
Yeah, it could have been.
I think because when they're together, they come out to Jacobs'
maybe.
theme.
Still, it was whatever he walked out to was a banger when he walked out on his own.
Yeah, it's just one of them things. Like the theme songs, you don't know who they are. So, some of them, you won't know who they are until they come out.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The women's rumble was a prime example. I thought
even
when Jada Parker came out, I didn't have a clue. I was like, what?
Oh, I forgot about Jada Parker.
Yeah, Jada Parker came out.
Yeah, I was surprised when she came out with the whole Jey Uso stuff.
Oh, nah, it wasn't Jey Uso, that's the thing.
Was it not?
It's not Jey Uso.
Is it not?
It's some random bloke.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is, I'm fairly sure. But either way, it doesn't matter now. That's in the past.
Cheat on your wife for order with a Royal Rumble win. But yeah. No,
the theme songs is something that's definitely got to be changed. And
yeah.
because some of them, they're okay, they grow on you, but some of them are horrible. And then you can't tell who they are. Finn. I keep coming back to the Finn because I didn't have a clue.
Mm-hmm.
Did not have a clue.
Mental. It's a problem. It is a problem.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to mention before we end this?
Jacob looked good. Jacob did look good.
Jacob did look good.
Other than that, I think that's everything I've got. Yeah. I wrote that down. So, I just saw a stat before we started that I wrote down. It's the liked to dislike on the YouTubes.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
Jey Uso has 22,000 likes and 40,000 dislikes. Charlotte has 7.5 thousand likes and 33,000 dislikes. It's not great.
It's not great at all.
They're not liking it.
No.
They're not liking the winners.
No.
I mean, you can't be too angry with Charlotte, I don't think.
Yeah,
you could see it happening.
Yeah,
you'd had your time
to
make peace with it. Like, go on.
Yeah.
But Jay, I do find the 22 to 40 is bad.
Yeah, it was a shock Jay winning though, and a lot of people have wanted that shock thing for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously disappointed seeing it didn't win, but Jay's won. There's nothing we can do, obviously.
Maybe one day.
We just got to let it play out. Yeah, maybe one day.
If any of you want us to book WWE, give Triple H a call and, he'll hire us. I'm pretty
exactly.
sure.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure.
He'll see our 13 subscribers and be like, you know what? We want them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Miz World title reign.
No, that's the first thing that is definitely would not happen.
Why not? What's wrong with the Miz? Should we end it there?
Moving on, I think we should probably end it there. Thank you for listening to the Wrestling Waffle. The next episode is going to be our early Elimination Chamber card predictions, so stay tuned for that.